Welcome back to Thundersport GB at Mallory Park. Just before we crack on with race action, it's a very hot day and it's a new track surface at Mallory. Steve's just popped down to chat to Mark Wright at Hull Beach Tyres about tyre wear.
Well, we've made an annual visit to the Hull Beach Motorcycle Tyres crew here. Mark, thanks for joining us again. A good season, a good day here at Mallory Park.
Yeah, very much so. We've been busy this year. The weather's been keeping us really on our toes this year, with obviously the change in the weather seems to be every event that we're having. I don't know where the summer's gone this year, but yeah, it's good. We're keeping busy, looking after a lot of the one make series that they run here, and obviously giving the advice that goes with it.
Now you look after the Aprilia 450s, the Aprilia Super Teens, the Bridgestone Thundersport 500s, of course. Bridgestone tyres come on leaps and bounds, Mark.
Very much so, yes. This year they've brought out a new tyre, the R10, and their new wet, which has been a huge success this year. Not only at these events with Thundersport, but outside of that with a lot of the track days, a lot of the other racing that goes on, and the road riders. You know, Bridgestone have come on leaps and bounds, but we look after the Super Teens with Dunlops, and we look after obviously other championships on different makes. So it's very busy for us throughout the year. Obviously, these three-day events keep us on our toes. The fitters that we have here and the technical support that Bridgestone bring with Gary, it's a big help to us.
And this is your second full season with Thundersport GB. You've got a great setup here as well. You've become a very important part to Thundersport GB and an important supporter.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice of you to say, and you know we love it here. It's a great atmosphere. The circuit, the meetings are run obviously very well, and each event we seem to be picking up new business and helping more customers and more riders. So hopefully we like to be involved. We're not just here to fit tyres. We're here to provide a service.
Well, thanks very much for talking to us, Mark. It's a pleasure as always. I can see the guys are busy in the background, and we hope for a good day.
Hopefully so. Let's hope the sun comes out later. Thank you.
Well, indeed, the sun is out and it's blazing down. Thanks very much to Mark Wright of Hull Beach Tyres there, and of course to Steve down on the grid. It's race action up next. The Alto Digital Thundersport GP2s, including the Nitro GP3s, and the Mini Twins. Aaron Hay, number 90 on pole. Number 10 is Curtis Rothwell, the leading Mini Twin alongside him. Then number 3, Gary Winfield, who is the second of the GP3s. And on the outside of that front row, number 88, Josh Daly. Horrible day yesterday, mechanical things going wrong, but a good second place result in the race earlier on. Young Josh will be hoping for even more and wheeling off the grid there.
That looks like Liam Shelcock, Robin, who's just had to wheel off there, so it's the end of his race before it's even started.
That's such a shame, not least because he comes all the way down from Oban on the west coast of Scotland. It's a long old ride for his racing. What a terrible shame for him, but lights go out there. He sits forlorn at the side of the track as they get away well, and looks like Connor Tagg pitching up from the second row into second place at Gerrard's, as once again we see a meteoric start from the Mini Twin. It was Curtis Rothwell in the earlier race. This time it's Adam Pulfman, Steve, from the second row, who's got away into the lead. Yeah, very unusual to see two riders from the second row leading first and second, and in third I think it is Curtis Rothwell, just gone up the inside of Mini Twin rider Ian Popplewell. Then that's Josh Daly. Aaron Hay leads the GP3 class. But yeah, great start there from Adam Pulfreeman, number 64, brother, of course, of Dave, who's also out there on a Mini Twin. Yep, Connor Tagg looking a little bit interested, running into Shaw's. Connor, as we've already seen, he's just so quick here at Mallory Park, particularly this weekend. Fancy he's not going to put up with being sat there in second for too long. Here he comes in the shadow though of Adam Pulfman. Adam leads and leads well. There's the leading GP3, Aaron Hay, running in 6th place at the moment. I don't think it's going to be too long before Tagg makes his move, and in fact, is it now? It is, and it looks like Pulfreeman knew he was going to be coming, so it's Tagg now that leads on the Aprilia 450, and I think it's just going to be a matter of trying to hold on to him, because in race 1 he scorched away from the pack and won the race by 10 seconds, and even made the statement at the end, it was too easy. Right, well, we'll see whether he can do it, maybe do it a little quicker this time. He's been moving fast enough already. Yeah, in second place. Oh, and nearly off.
Adam Pelfreman, oh, that was out of a seat moment there, and that could have ended a lot worse than it did. He's done well to hang on to that, and he's still in second position.
Curtis Rothwell sat behind him. Oh, look at Josh Daly, though. Josh seizes the moment, just tucks it up the inside, running into Gerrard's. Josh Daly moves through into third place, and he's threatening second. There's Aaron Hay, comfortably leading GP3s and enjoying the shenanigans going on just ahead of him. And Josh Daly, look at that, couple of corners through into second.
Yeah, when Josh is on it, he's on it, and it doesn't matter what the conditions are, what circuit it is. If he's full of confidence and the bike's working well, then you would not bet against him to get a race win. Great stuff to move up to second position. Can he close the gap on Connor Tagg, one wonders?
Well, and Curtis Rothwell, again, he's seizing his moment. He moves ahead of Adam Pelfreman there. Ian Popwell trying to do the same, can't find a way through. But plenty of place changes in this leading group. There on the back of it, number 90, Aaron Hay, leading the GP3s. Behind him, I think the next GP3 up is Ian Raeburn. Now, he had it's good for him to be still on board. He had a DNF in the earlier race, so we wish him better luck out of this one.
Yeah, Gary Winfield also going well in the GP3s at the moment. He's up there, but he was obviously starting on the front row, but it's Tagg that leads from Josh Daly. Josh maybe just closed that gap a little bit. And then in third position there is Rothwell from Pelfreman, Popplewell, and then there's Aaron Hay, number 90, just behind, doing a great job to hang on to this lot.
It's just looking a little further back in the GP3s, James Robertson and Scott Dutz had a great battle in the earlier race, having another great battle, but this time they're mixing it with Curtis Butler. So there's good old GP3 scrap further back, and up the front, Connor Tagg just stroking it away at the front. Josh Daly there, who had got away from this chasing group, is now being slightly pegged by Curtis Rothwell, who looks really on it this afternoon on the Mini Twin.
I do hope he's not got another machine problem, Josh Daly there, but also another rider just at the back behind this, behind Aaron Hay, in fact, is Chris Harrison on the Aprilia 450. He's doing very well. There's Scott Dutson, number 37, who's going around and just behind Dave Pelfreman, Mini Twin rider, but at the front here, there's no denying that Connor Tagg is in the groove here at Mallory Park. Really some supreme lines, that Valentino Rossi style around the corners, and we've mentioned it so many times before, Robin. Oh, now my word, there's a big crash there from Josh Daly, and and he looks hurt there. That looks like shoulder, collarbone, possibly. That's a slow corner to come off, but unfortunately, with slow corners, Robin, you come down with a big old thump.
Yep, and Josh, well, I tell you what, he is still just a youngster, but he is as fit as a flea, and well, they call a halt to the running of the race there. Well, they got through enough to declare the result. The win will go to Connor Tagg from Curtis Rothwell. Adam Pelfreman third, Aaron Hay was fourth, Ian Popwell fifth, and Chris Harrison in sixth place. That's the result overall. GP3s, Aaron Hay takes the win from Ian Raeburn and Curtis Butler. They were 1, 2, 3, James Robertson and Scott Dutson. There we see the overall podium, Connor Tagg, Curtis Rothwell and Adam Pelfreman. In the GP2 standings, Connor Tagg increases his advantage at the front over Josh Daly. Adam Pelfreman is third, Ian Popwell fourth, and Rick Ballerini in fifth. And there we see Curtis Rothwell, Ian Popwell and Wayne Bridges. And in the Mini Twin points, well, Ian Popwell still with that huge advantage over Sam Nicholson. Wayne Bridges in third, Dave Pelfreman in fourth, Lee Hutchinson fifth, and Josh Wood in sixth. And Aaron Hay leads the GP3 standings from James Robertson and Ian Raeburn. Steve's grabbing a quick word with Curtis Rothwell, the Mini Twin winner.
Winner of that race, Curtis Rothwell. Curtis, the heat getting to some people out there, really tricky conditions. How'd you find it?
It was very difficult for me, actually. As the conditions were for everyone, I was a good start and get off with Connor Tagg, but he's too obviously fast on his 450, so I kept my pace and after a second place. Enjoyable weekend though at Mallory? I'm enjoying it, yeah. I've had come off on Saturday in the wet on the last lap. That was a bit upsetting for me, but this morning as well I got tend to be penalty for the jump start, which I thought I didn't have, but fair enough, I did jump start. So I'm still happy with 5th place this morning, and I was happy to get the win then in the final race, so I'm chuffed with that.
And anyone to thank at all?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my dad, obviously, for all his help he's done, all his years getting me in now, and making Adam Pelferman for letting me lead you back this weekend.
Well done.
Thanks a lot.